Hello everyone, my name is Archarom and welcome to the Challenger Series. Today we'll be casting Origen versus Reason Gaming UK. So the bans are going off and we'll take a quick look at that. Irelia, Kalista, Lissandra, Cassidine, and let's see what else they will ban. Ari is still available. We have the Narvan combo available as well, but well, at least in America the Narvan combo has been falling off lately. People are now realizing how to fight that combo. You only need a lot of map vision and map control so you can know where the bar is going for Gnar and when the teleport is available. So you won't be able to pull off a Gnar, and when you see the Mega Gnar available, you just need to wait for 15 seconds and that Narvan will be useless in a team fight. Well, not completely useless, but it's a mini Gnar. It's that cute little adorable thing, and the last bans are Zed and LeBlanc. So with the reduce on range by Ari, they are going to leave it open, and Sovas maybe picking this Morgana. We saw in the previous week Sovas playing Morgana on the top lane and it was beautiful. This will allow a giant black shield available for the AD carry, so you might see a mega AD carry coming for the hands of Niels. I'm curious to see if anyone is going to pick Veigar as a support. Lately we have been seeing Veigar more and more often. The Koreans are playing him, even though he's going to get a little bit of a rework and the event horizon will be, well, changed. Now it will have some sort of delay before it appears on the ground. But Veigar at the moment is really strong. It's one of the most biggest stuns you can get without the ultimate. I believe it's the biggest stun for the normal skill. On the other side, Kubon will lock down Ari, and we have Graves as well. So Take Fun will probably play Ari in the mid lane, and Salavar will take that Graves. So Sivir is still open as well. That on the hunt will give your entire team the position you need in a team fight. Origen had a beautiful last week. We saw them play against the Gamers too. They had a brilliant game, a way of coming back really well with brilliant team fights and also map awareness. Since most of the junglers are now bringing double side stone with the support, their map awareness is just amazing. And amazing made me looking again for the Rek'Sai, getting that, well, mobility you have with the Queen of the Voids alongside with those gangs, and maybe we'll have a Corki in the hands of Niels. So a lot of magical damage completed on Origen side. Let's see if Xpec is going to bring anything physical in the mid lane. Take Fun and Salavar are taking their time looking at the, well, at least the picks available and how to counter this kind of composition, because Sovas will give the black shield for amazing, for instance, allowing him to go in, knocking everybody up on the recent gaming sides, and you won't be able to do anything about it. So they need to do something about this so they can be safe, and Salavar is taking a quick look at Thresh and maybe Jarvan for the jungle. It's probably the most common pick for the jungle to fight against the Rek'Sai, or if they wanted to go with Lee Sin, but Shayo is not that Lee Sin player. Let's see if he's going to take the Jarvan. There we go, the Jarvan is locked in. And now for two members of Xpeke and Miffy. Let's see what they will bring into the table. We have a lot of picks available yet. Let's see if the Veigar is picked. I really wanted to see a Veigar as a support on Miffy's ends, but maybe we still have a Lulu available as a support. Lulu has been appearing more and more often as a support. That top lane Lulu and that mid lane Lulu has been falling off by a lot, and oh my goodness, please do it. Please Miffy, don't joke this around, just take the Veigar. And there we go, the Veigar, beautiful. Niels will pick up the Zeta for Xpeke, and the Veigar will complete this matchup. I believe this is a support Veigar. More and more often we see that on Korea and on North America LCS. They have been banning Veigar with that fear that someone can bring it. Maokai may be the top lane to fight against SOAS. And this will be an interesting matchup, because if Maokai goes in against SOAS, SOAS only needs to Black Shield him away, and you won't get rooted in the ground by that twisted advance. Interesting matchup for both teams. Interesting team composition as well. 7 seconds on the clock, and let's see if his mind is made up. Well, he's going to pick the tree, and he's just putting up the masteries. Cubone picking up the masteries, as we have Maokai in the table as well. So guys, we'll jump those 50 seconds. We don't need to wait for this, and we'll go right into the Summoner's Rift. The teleports on in, and we are also on the Summoner's Rift, guys. Welcome to the Challenger Series. We have Origen versus Reason Gaming, okay? Beautiful game, I hope. We saw Origen playing really well on last week, and Reason Gaming, we're not far behind them. So the pings are going on while Reason Gaming are starting to go and try to get that early vision. And an early pause for Miffy.
A summoner has disconnected.
And amazing as well. Well, let's see what Origen internet provider is doing for them. By the way, Take Fun didn't brought that trinket in the early game. So he already left the base, he already lost that kind of home guard buff in the early game you get when you leave the first time in the base. So let's see if he's going back, because if you don't bring a ward into the mid lane, that early free ward, it's really bad for you. It's really bad. The enemy can just take that small mistake and make it a big one, because when Xpeke sees his inventory and realizes there's no trinkets on the red side, they are going to push it up and bully the mid lane. Since Ari doesn't have a lot of escape in the early game, you only have that orb of deception to give you that movement speed, or try to charm someone away from it. SOAS may try to get the dark binding available, and there we go. Shayo is going to get caught. The phosphorus bomb event Horizon is not going to connect. He's forced to flash away, but Origen are going to follow that flash as well, and getting the first blood for Origen at that 1 minute mark. I really don't know why Jarvan didn't just put up a ward and left. He knew something was happening on the other side. He knew some shenanigan was occurring. And again, Origen invading the red side, just as the previous week. So this is the second time we see Origen going for the red buff of the enemy team. And it's working so far. Lately it has been working, but let's see if some team can counter that kind of playstyle. So a lane swap is going to occur for both teams. We see Corki and Miffy on the top lane, and Graves and Thresh will be on the top lane as well. But they are going to pass over the ward. There we go, Salavar is going through that ward. And they are just going to wait and start a red buff. But let's go. Livik is going to spot that one. They at least know the timer on the red buff. They need to make some quick math. While Morgana is already teleporting and going for the bot lane, I suppose. So Salavar and Livik will still fight Niels and Miffy with this kind of composition. We have a lot of magical damage on the Origen side. So at least Cubone will have an easy way to buy items and buy his tankiness, while Take Fun is not having a whole lot of fun in the mid lane of Into Horizon. Let's go, Phosphorus Bomb as well. And this is the power of Veigar. You just need to put up the Event Horizon, and then you allow your AD carry to just burst the AD carry, the other AD carry, and that's a whole lot of potential. That's a whole lot of zoning capability we have with Veigar as well. And if you get some kills, you will also power really well into the late game. I've been watching a lot of Veigar's with the reward configures on the PvE. A lot of people are saying that it's really OP, the fact that you can bounce your Q and try to get double stacks with it. The Event Horizon is kind of bigger. It's harder to connect it, but it doesn't matter. It's bigger and it's stronger. Cubon on the bot lane getting 17 minions. Well, I just froze that for a moment, sorry. So 17 minions already, while Soas is trying to farm under the turret. He went for those raptors early game, and there we go. Salavar getting caught again by the Event Horizon, getting another phosphorus bomb in the face, and this is a whole lot of magical damage by the bot lane of Origen. Amazing. And Jarvan already went for the base, getting that jungle item really fast. And on the other side, Amazing will complete his chilling smite, so he's going for the Stalker's Blade, not going for the Trailblazer. So you might see Amazing ganking in the next 30-40 seconds. And there we go, locked in the jail, and at least he's going to quick draw away alongside with the Lantern. Libic playing really aggressive. This is going to at least bait him in, and the Death Sentence will connect on Niels. The heal has been popped up as well as the exhaust on Salavar. And still Salavar will bring a beautiful buckshot in the face of Niels. And those 3 bullets from the shotgun will leave Niels really low. And he already brought a longsword into this lane, so he had some advantage. And even though he was connecting every single arrest he could get, he's going to stay behind because Lidic and Salavar pulled the trigger on that one. We're talking about trigger. Salavar pulling the quick draw really fast. Miffy needs to level up that Event Horizon, while he's going to get caught by the Shane, and they're going to pay him, while Jarvan is there on the top lane. The wave is really pushed. They may try to freeze it now, waiting for the Jarvan gank, but Miffy is aware of something. By the way, guys, I'm not a cameraman. I know it's really confusing sometimes. There we go, the Lantern, the flash. He's going to bring the flail. The Event Horizon will lock him down. I believe Miffy will die. Now he's going to flash away. And the Event Horizon was just perfect, stunning every single one in that jail. It's going to allow Origen bot lane to at least survive this engage. They will try to push the top lane. They may try to get the turret as well. And Recent Gaming on the top lane, doing some moves. Meanwhile, Ari went for the Negatron Cloak first item to at least survive the engage that X-Packet is bringing. He already popped the Ghost, and there we go, teleport by Solas into the top lane. They are going to switch the lanes again. Corki and Niels will go for the bot lane. So we already finished that phase, and I don't think Graves has enough golds to buy a BF, so he might go for the pickaxe and some consumables. And Amazing is going to try and consume Take Fun in the mid lane. He's trying to run away, but I don't think the Fox is fast enough, as he's forced to use the Spirit Rush away, while Miffy is coming to the mid lane with Event Horizon, but the Fox doesn't want none of that. So there we go. On the other side, Salavar went for the pickaxe alongside with the long swords. He wasn't able to buy a BF sword, so in terms of power spike, Corki is still matched up against this Graves with that Phage, getting more HP and getting a little bit of AD. Miffy is going to go against Libic, the knockup by Amazing. Smited as well. He's locked in the jungle. Let's look what he can do. The flail will try to disengage. Meanwhile, X-Pac is going to try to do something, but Miffy will lock down that kill, getting some extra AP. You wanted to go for the wolves, but you can't lock down the wolves with that kind of chain. The dog chain will be his death. And meanwhile, Amazing is still on the enemy side of the jungle. He's going to try and take these wolves away, and the tunnel will bring him the escape. And I really want to see if Recent Gaming are going to try and remove the tunnels, because for those of you who watch TSM against Team Liquids, you really need to remove those tunnels, or you get backdoored, or you get invaded. It's a lot of map pressure throughout the game. I know it's only 5 gold, and it's a pain in the back to try and find those tunnels, but you need to do it for your own safety. Catalyst completed, while the double Dorans for Morgana. So is going for the Sikazam guards to try and get that Zhonya's Hourglass as fast as possible. The camera, the direct camera, can also be a tricky thing, going from one side to another. It almost makes you dizzy. It's like a 3D movie, but it doesn't matter. This is an awesome game between Origen and Gaming. Take Fun on the mid lane, trying to farm as much as he can under the turret, while Spec is just firing shots at him. Every single time the Arcane is available, he's going to try and connect it on the enemy team. And Take Fun already has the Spirit Fox, the Spirit Rush available. So let's see if he's going to pull the trigger. Meanwhile, Amazing is going to dodge. There we go, the tunnel as well. Dodging the Dragon Flag at the right time. He was trying to counter, and Jarvan will at least, Shayo will at least get his own red buff for the first time. While Amazing is going to give that blue buff. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, and Horizon again. Phosphorus bomb on Salavar. It's a lot of poke, but now Libby can go for the aggression. And the Valkyrie is forced away. So 20 seconds on that skill, and oh my goodness, direct camera, please. Please. This is really confusing. This is really confusing, guys. Okay, Buckshot being used on the bot lane. They are trying to push the lane. Well, the Relic Shield is giving that growth for Lives. Miffy is not farming anything whatsoever. He's still sticking with that AP item, and he's going back while Soas is going back again. So he has a teleport available. We might see some Dragon attempt. While Miffy is going back, buying the side stone and the boots as well, so getting that movement speed to try and connect more event horizons. And the Dragon may be the next objective in the lane. Getting that crab will give you the vision, will give you the movement speed, and will give you the heads up to start this Dragon. Expect is going to spot it, using the ultimate to try and scatter them away. And Risen Gaming may be forced to disengage from this Dragon, while the Q by the Submarine by that Rek'Sai is going to spot Jarvan as well. Amazing is still doing something, while Take Fun in the mid lane trying to push Expeke away from this fight. There's no ultimates available for Expeke, and Amazing is going to get connected. He's in trouble. The Event Horizon will lock him down, and there we go. The Arena by Shayo will get the kill. So there's no jungler on Origen side, and this will probably be the first Drake. An early first Drake, well, 10 minutes on the clock, but still, getting this early Drake will give them that 6% AP, 6% AP in that advantage, as well as the timer. Even though there's a pink ward in the Dragon pits, they are not going to counter the ward before the Dragon is dead. So timer for both teams, but it doesn't matter. Risen Gaming has the first Drake. Take Fun, meanwhile, dodging all 3 skills. Dodging every single piece of arsenal that Expect's got, and he's going to get charmed. Look at this, Libic going for the mid lane. He may try to get to death sentence, but Amazing is already rotating to the mid lane, while Cubon is still farming on the top lane. Now Soas getting the advantage on CS. What an enhancement for Amazing already, so he's going to stick with that Shilling Smite. And let's see if Chayo will stick with the Trailblazer. And most of the times we see these junglers going for the Trailblazer, so they can smite as much as possible those raptors to try and get that sweeping lanes, that kind of free sweeping lanes. And there we go, he's going for the Trailblazer. And he's going to try in the late game, smiting that raptors, wolves, every single thing that can give you vision throughout the map, so you have a lot of map pressure. It's the most common way by now to play in League of Legends, to try and get as much wards as possible, try and get as much free vision as well. Even the crab is some sort of free vision. Wow. There we go, Vagan going to the mid lane, the Event Horizon is available, let's go! If Take Fun is able to flash away, while Shayo was sticking dead, and Amazing is going to spot him, poke him, and run away. We have almost an Infinity Edge complete. Cubon may spot Soas. The mate is going to go back in the base, while Expect is going to ghost away, and Miffy will counter that wards. Shayo, aside from that brilliant Cataclysm he used in the Dragon Pit to secure the Dragon, hasn't been able to do anything else throughout the game. Amazing has been locked down a little bit as well, but I'm trying to see if Cataclysm will be used on any kind of lane. Abyssal Scepter will be the first item for Ari, so respecting Expeke. He's going to go for the magic resist as well as the burst capability. Reduce the magic resist from the enemy team. And let's take a quick look at this. Cubon is magical based and take fun as well. Libic as well. Well, supports deals damage. I need to do the nice flash engage. The dragon in flag will lock down Miffy. The arena is open and Amazing is down. There's no tunnel to get you out of that arena. That Cataclysm was perfect. And let's see if X-Pekka is able to lock him down with the ultimate. There we go. One shot is enough to secure the kill. While X-Pekka was trying to secure the second kill Olympic, it's not enough. The Thresh is not that squishy. And finally, X-Pekka rotating from the mid lane and getting those kills with the Arcane. And for some reason, the red camera is still going mad. So, Battle Phase is completed by Cubon, while Solas already has that Sorcerer's Shoes alongside with the Seeker's Arm Guard. And that Sapling trying to slow Solas, but you can't touch this. So Trinity Force now for Niels. That's a good power spike for him. He's going to try and do something about it, while 3 members are going to try and remove the pink ward from the mid lane. This was all about the pink ward, but Miffy overextending himself. He may be in trouble. The arm goes in and the arm goes out. And take fun will take a kill. Expected almost charmed by that fox, but no one can lock down that heart by X-Pekka. And Shayo is going to Dragon Flag. He doesn't know when X-Pekka has that ultimate. He wasn't aware of that timer, so he needs to go back really fast. And going for that red buff, he will be able to at least smite it, recovering some HP. And talking about buffs, X-Pekka will take his own blue buff. Infinity Edge now for the Enzo Graves, and this is a power spike as well. It's really dangerous to fight a Graves with Infinity Edge this early in the game. Okay, we need to do something about this camera. We really need to do something about this camera. So squads are roaming through the map with those boots of mobility. They are trying to at least get division. So trying to bait Cubon, but well, those auto attacks are not going to deal a whole lot of damage by Morgana. Since you also have a really small range on Morgana on attack, and 1 minute on the clock for that dragon. So Carven and Libic will try to go with the enemy jungle to try and secure some vision. The pink ward is removed, and there we go. This is a ward vision. This is a big ward vision. In 40 seconds the dragon will respawn, and I don't believe Origen will give this away as easily as they gave the last one. So a big team fight may be approaching. Both teleports are available for these top laners. They're trying to push the lanes against each other so they can secure the teleport. And this is really dangerous. Solas can teleport into the bot lane. He only needs to black shields himself and teleport. But Cubon can get caught by the Dark Binding. So they need to push the lane and get away from each other so they can teleport safely. Meanwhile, Shaya will secure the vision on the Dragon Pit. And this is 10 seconds on the clock. Let's see who pushes the top lane faster and who comes for the bot lane faster with the teleport. Cubon will use Invincible Maelstrom, and he's trying to push as fast as possible, so Solas won't be able to go to the bot lane, but it's Morgana pushing. Meanwhile, Amazing on the top lane, while X-Pekka is running away. And looking at this, the dragon is going to begin for Reason Gaming, okay? I don't think Origen are even aware of this. They know the timer, they know the dragon is starting, and are going to try and kill on the top lane. So they know they don't have the vision control on the dragon, so they are going to try and take a kill on the top lane. And since they are not going to be able to do it, they are going to rotate to the turret. And meanwhile, Reason Gaming will respond that with the turret on the bot lane. Meanwhile, Shaya will try to lock down Niels, but the arena this time not going that well. The Valkyrie was still available, and they are going to secure the turret on the top lane, while Amazing is going for the bot lane. So realizing this, Take Fun will rotate from the mid lane. He pushed the lane, he pushed the minions, not allowing X-Pekka to go to the bot lane. While he's trying to do something, Miffy will use the Event Horizon. The knockup by Amazing is able. The Lantern brings his safety. And and Celavar is able to survive another day. He's still with the same CSs as the Niels, and 2-0 at this moment. Amazing. Niels and Miffy may try to go for this turret on the bot lane. This would be the second turret for Origen, while Recent Gaming went back to try and chop something. They will lose some map control with those turrets going down, but it doesn't matter. At this time in the game, it's really hard to keep your tier 1 turrets, and expecting is going to spot that. Wards over the wall and going for those raptors. So now there won't be any team fight whatsoever, only if someone is going to get caught out of position. That would be the only way I see a fight happening. I don't know if Origen wants to contest anything. In terms of gold, they are not over the edge. They only have 2000 gold advantage. There we go, Arbor of Deception dealing that kind of damage to Expected. So they have a lot of wave clear. We have Kubon, we have Jarvan's Q as well. Take Fun using the Arbor of Deception alongside with the Buckshot. It's not the longest wave clear, but it's still a wave clear. So I don't believe Origen can push. And Recent Gaming may try to push against Origen, but the Event Horizon underneath the turrets would allow the entire burst of Origen to be applied on towards someone, and that could mean a kill. By the way, Celavar just used a quick draw, so Expected is going to try and snipe this one. Celavar will run away nonetheless, and they are not able to secure another thing. And there we go. You are not able to start a fight unless someone is caught out of position. And I don't believe any of these teams are going to get caught off position. Not talking about high tier games. This is not a challenger game. This is a challenger city, so these teams are trying to get in on the LCS. The Origen are looking really good towards that, but Recent Gaming are not behind it. So Morello Monomicom almost completed for that Ari, so we may see that cooldown reduction now taking effect. He went for the magic resist first hand, and that was probably the smartest idea to at least survive Expected. You need to farm to get into that assassinate capability, and since the Fire Grass was removed from the game, that's probably a good choice. While Sovas is going to select Dawn, Sigfun will try to get a kill, but the flash is available, and Sovas taking a hit in the face with that Orb of Deception will bring him back into the shop, while he bought the Abyssal Scepter as well. Okay, that's really good. You have a lot of magical damage on your side. Almost every single person on your team has magical damage, so they needed to go for the Abyssal Scepter. On the top lane, it's probably the wisest decision. You can't use Abyssal Scepter on the setup. You can, but it's not smart. And Expected, realizing he doesn't need to buy that kind of magic resist for the team, is going for an Rabadon's Death Cap and a Morello Monomicom. His power spike in terms of AP is huge, while he have a pause. Let's see if it's Amazing and Niels again. And Amazing was going for those wolves. And taking a quick look into the map, you can see the tunnels are just expanding more and more for Origen's side. And we'll skip this pause, by the way. There we go, the game will be unpaused in 1 second. That was a really extended pause, and I wasn't going to talk for about 6 minutes to you guys. I thought it was about a minute, so I skipped it, but it was almost 6 minutes. And I'm alone casting, guys. I'm not looking at a chat, I'm not looking at anything, I'm really alone in this morning. And I wouldn't be able to speak for those 6 minutes alone, I guess. I could talk some gibberish, but it wouldn't matter. There you go, Amazing, smiting that Raptors will give him the side of that ward. And I was talking about tunnels. Just look at the blue side on Origen, while they're going to try and push the mid lane. The Event Horizon just missing by a pixel, while Amazing is going to assist on this mid lane push, while Take Fun was forced to go back. Recent Gaming may want to defend this mid lane. You can see Cubon coming from the top lane to the mid lane, is coming and it will arrive in time while Niels is approaching as well. So we have 5 members available for Origen trying to push the mid lane, and there's no way this tier 1 turret will resist against this power. There we go, third turret of the game will be conquered by Origen in 30 seconds on the clock for the dragon. So expect will try to poke as much as possible. In the event, Horizon will keep him at bay, and Soas will try to push the top lane to teleport into the bot lane. He may be able to buy a needlessly large rod if he goes back before the dragon reappears, but this is only 5 seconds. The arcane has been used, so I expect he removed a lot of HP by Livic, and if Livic wants to stick around, that's an easy kill for Origen. And Soas is going back. I want to see if he's going for the Zonias, and Recent Gaming already started that dragon. There he goes, trying to will reveal that, and amazing way one for the goal for the steal, but he doesn't connect the smite. Soas meanwhile on the backline is going to get called, but take fun. He's just rushing away. Shayo in the arena is going to burn down, while Amazing will take the tunnel to run away. Now the AD carriers face each other, but Salavar is going to stay alone in the dragon pit because Origen Gaming got a kill and they went back, and they are going to push the tier 2 turret because those health bars on Recent Gaming are not good now. You can see Ari rotating into the mid lane, but the tier 2 turret already received some kind of poke. And Origen now behind 3 dragons, so this is the red mark. They can't allow the enemy team to secure any more dragons without contesting them, because we'll get the 4th dragon, so the 5th dragon is a possibility, and that's a really dangerous possibility, by the way. Spirit Visage is completed on that Maokai, so more magic resist, more HP, and some kind of sustain as well in those team fights. And let's take a quick look at this. I love Maokai versus Corki because you will be able to bring a lot of passive slamming! Shit down, lockdown, and Origen will bring him down really fast. This is a 5th kill for Origen, cutting someone out of position by surprise, even though he had the boots of mobilities. And that's what a Dark Binding on a Morgana top does. It doesn't only gives you the CC, it also gives you a lot of damage. Expeke doesn't want that love that Take Fun was giving away. And now it's Recent Gaming opportunity to try and push the mid lane. They are going to lock down Expeke in the mid lane while they are waiting for the minions to come. So as an Expeke are trying to go back into the base, and this is what Recent Gaming wants, but they want them to go back in a specific time so they can push the mid lane. But with Corki and Miffy in the mid lane, it's not easy. I was talking about this, and when you have a Corki versus a Maokai, it's really lovable in a team fight because you will be able to stack your passive almost every second. Corki is just spamming those missiles, and your passive will stack faster than most AD carries. Like if you have a Kalista or something like that, you won't get as much spells as you would with the Corki. So that's why I love Maokai versus Corki, and you are able to lock him down mid Valkyrie as well. So I believe it's a really good matchup for Maokai. It's not a counter, but still, it's a kind of good matchup. It's a fun matchup, none so ever. So Void Staff completed for Expeke. The full penetration is available for that item. I'm looking to see if he's going to complete those boots. He already got the Ghost and the Flash available to run away, so he doesn't need more movement speed. But Amazing will lose his tunnel right in the face of Chayo. And the game calms down a little bit while Graves brought that Funky Dancer. So in the team fight we may expect Salavar to deal tons of damage, and Chayo will secure the red buff while Recent Gaming are approaching the top lane now. So at the 26-minute mark, it's really dangerous to leave the Baron unnoticed, because we have seen a lot of teams going for that Baron and the Baron disappearing. If 5 members are able to gang up on Baron, that Baron won't survive the match. Double side stun for both junglers while we see the Talisman of Ascension, and Livic is a target of attention again. The Dark Binding as well as Expeke just launching those barrage of Ryan's arcane missiles. and Veigar will take the kill. So he actually swapped the Frost Queen for the Talisman of Ascension, getting that movement speed capability, while Recent Gaming are pushing the mid lane, but they make me cut off position. Talking about position, Expeke 1v1 against Cubon, and that's a really tanky tree, but the Dark Binding is going to just swoosh him away, while Cubon taking some skills, but not some damage. It's really tanky. Soa's pushing the mid lane with that pull. That pull is amazing to just clear the backline of those minions. Miffy running away like a madman, trying to lock down Salavar, and talking about lockdown, Expect is going to be forced to flash away. I don't believe he has been caught by any single charm by Take Fun the entire game, so Take Fun can't give you that love, while Expect is going to lock down. The Cataclysm will bring him down, and Amazing will flash over the wall, so mid laner for the jungle so far. Miffy is caught by the tree, and there's no way that jungle is going to leave you and let you escape. That recent advance just locking down the support, and 2 kills for 1 so far, while Recent Gaming take the upper hand on that. The Cataclysm was pulled off really fast. There's no way Expect could expect that one. The flash was down, and that was the easiest and smartest and obvious choice in my opinion. It was obvious that Shayo would lock down with the Cataclysm. So Corki is going for the Blood of the Ruined King, realizing that okay, maybe the enemy team has a lot of magic resist and we won't be able to deal some damage late game. I know Morgana has the Abyssal Scepter, I know the pull by Morgana will reduce some magic resist, but Maokai is getting out of hand. So the dragon is alive. This is the 4th dragon for Recent Gaming. Let's see what Origen can do. They are not out of this game yet, but the chain cutting Amazing again, treating the Amazing like a dog with that chain. While they use the Talisman of Ascension, they are going for Salavar. Salavar is in trouble, he's going to use the box shot, but he's going to get locked down. While the lantern is there, but it's not fast enough, and they will be able to secure the AD carry, while the enemy team are just running away. Miffy with those boots of mobility alongside with the crab, the Inventor rising with lockdowns too, and Amazing will try to knock him up, but meanwhile on the other side, Take Fun will finally connect the charm, and that's a kill. Niels doesn't have mana to escape, but Amazing is going to go in and try to knock him up, while Soas will try to use the Dark Binding, and Shio will eventually go down. Amazing and Miffy doing work on the back line, while Cubon will lock down Veigar. Veigar's in trouble. The Inventor Horizon will keep him at bay. And there we go, the Ignite will give Limik a kill, but he will pay this price with his life, while Amazing is just switching tunnels throughout the entire team fight, and Cubon not receiving any sorts of damage by Origen. He's so tanky. That's nature at the finest, just fighting throughout the team fight, just locking down everyone. And even though you want to ignore that Maokai, he does deal damage. He does deal some kind of damage, and the dragon is still alive. Solas has a teleport available, and he's going to try and clear this wave from the top lane, while the rest of the team will try to go for the dragon really fast. While we have an X-Rinker on Rek'Sai, and Jarvan bought that final lockout of Solari, and the dragon! Oh my goodness, somebody called the police because Expected just stole it right from their faces and really away from the crime scene. Damn it, Expected. Why are you so good? So Graves is going for another BF, he's going to try and secure that Bloodthirster, while Origen will try to get the vision awareness on the Baron Pit. I don't think they are going to go for it, maybe they are just trying to bait a team fight because Soas has the ultimate available. So we may want to secure some kills. He doesn't have the flash available and he's going to fight against Maokai while the rest of the team are on the red buff. Let's see if Jarvan can lock them down, but he's not going to see them, and there we go. A missile in the face is enough to disengage. Human getting caught by the Dark Binding, and he's not going to receive any damage. It's just stopping an ant. Yeah, just trying to stop an ant. Nothing more. So finally, Veigar will go for the Iron Locket of Solari, I believe, with that Kindle Gem and the Elemental. Maybe that Iron Locket, so getting those shields. I'm trying to see if anyone ever is going for the Banner of Commands. I mean, it's the only item in the game that gives you HP, magic, cooldown reduction. It's absurdly good. The stats are even better than the Iron Locket of Solari, even though you don't get the shield, you get to empower a minion. Well, one day, man can only dream, right? So let's jump into the Baron pit because Origen are trying to do this Baron. Expect a well fired the right of Archarom. He's going to deal some damage on Shayo, but Cubon appearing on the front line. Now you can't do anything against that tree, and you need to be careful. Miffy and Solos may be in trouble. Shayo is going to drag himself in, popping up the Cataclysm. The Winter Horizon will stop the engage, but meanwhile we have Televar taking down the first kill. Amazing will go down as well. Cubon is also tanking, allowing Televar on the back line to just deal tons of damage, but he's going to get shit down by Xpeke. Finally, and only Xpeke and Niels will survive this one, while Thresh is trying to run away. He's going to get slowed by the WF Xpeke. The Scrying on, but the Valkyrie fails, while Libic will get the Shane on towards the blue buff. And he'll run away while Xpeke is just trying to find him, but he will switch his attention to the blue buff. Infinity Edge will be the next item on Corki. This is intriguing as well. He's going to realize, okay, I can't go for the usual item. I can't go for the Last Whisper already, so I need to go for some kind of AD. I need to be that AD Corki that Origen needs. And this will deal a lot of damage. Most people don't take attention on how much power that passive of Corki deals. You gotta be honest, that true damage is really good. We're talking about true damage late game, which will bypass that Frozen North and that HP that Cubon has on that Maokai. So if he's going to go for AD build, this will be really interesting to see Niels going for those critical strikes alongside with the Trinity Force. So this Corki can dish out damage. And just like we watch Niels on Kalista carrying out the game for Origen, we might see Niels carrying with that Corki as well. On the late game, something that is not that usual. Corki in the late game deals damage, okay, but it's not a Kalista, it's not a Vayne, it's not Take Fun forcing to use that Spirit Rush. So Jarvan will lock down 4 members, but he's going down really fast. Souls meanwhile is going for the golden statue while he's locking down 2 members. Take Fun doesn't have any more stacks on that ultimate, while Cubon is tanky, but not that tanky, and Morgana will go down as well. Celovar using that Michael's Crucible is going to allow that AD carry to survive, but that's the only member that's going to survive, while the Fox actually survived with 10 HP, 20 HP, it doesn't matter. Origen coming out really well on this team fight. Shayo pulling the trigger on that Cataclysm. He actually locked down 4 members, but there was no follow-up. Risen Gaming couldn't follow Jarvan so far away from them. Even though he did the beautiful Cataclysm, he locked 4 members. Sometimes we need to think about this. Sometimes it's the perfect engage, but it's not the perfect team fight. You don't need to think only on the engage. You need to think what is going to happen afterwards that engage. You need to think how to get in and how to get out. Or maybe how to get in and not coming out with your life, but allowing your team to secure some kills. And Shayo is going to use that how to get in really good. He locked down 4 members of Origen, but he didn't fight that through. So 20 seconds on a Drake, and Origen already got 1. So they may go for the second one. And Take Fun is locked down with Complete Horizon, but this is a support Veigar, while Take Fun will use the engage. Miffy in love with Take Fun, and that love is going to cost him his life. And Risen Gaming can push the mid lane, trying to go for the tier 2 turret, or maybe they're going to secure the 4th dragon of the map. If they go for this dragon, I believe Origen will go for the Baron. Or maybe Xpeke can steal again the dragon for the 2nd time. But the smite is available for Shayo. There we go! The shot, the 2nd, the 3rd. Only the first connects and it's on a dead dragon. So Expeke won't be able to secure the dragon, and this is the 4th dragon. This is the red zone for Origen. The 5th dragon will be available in just a few minutes, and that's really dangerous for them. They can't be caught out of position anymore. Miffy cost them the dragon, but he bought the other locket of Solari. And he won't be caught again. There we go, Dark Binding by the dragon flag. Another stun and another arcane. And Shayo is really low, even though he has a lot of HP and magic resist. That's a whole lot of damage. Libic now on the back line trying to run away, while Shayo and Libic will be forced to go back into the base. Origen may try to pull the trigger on the Baron. They're going to try and pull a sneaky play. They're all hidden on that Baron, and they're now finally going to start, maybe just a little tad too late, waiting to see if Cubone is going to get locked down, and that was a lot of arsenal being used, but only half HP being removed from Cubone. And if he's able to attack some minion near the Baron pit, he's going to restore some HP, while Shayo getting caught again. Maybe Jarvan is in trouble. The Event Horizon connects, but the Lantern brings him to safety. So is now trying to pinpoint the Dark Binding. Really secured it. Cubone trying to run away. The Depth Sentence doesn't connect. And Amazing going underground as well, and the game intensifies. Soaz wants to go back into the base. He has the teleport available, remember that? Take that in mind. While Graves is going for the mid lane. With that 2nd dragon and the 4th dragon, he's going to push turrets like a madman with that quick draw. And Soaz will be left alone to try and defend the inhibitor turret. They need to stop Graves from doing this. Libic knocking up, and the box will try to secure the Amazing. And the turret was destroyed. This is what Graves does in the late game. Meanwhile, Cubone getting locked down by the Event Horizon is near the enemy team, and he's not able to stop the inhibitor. Soaz may be in trouble. The buckshot connects. It's not a whole lot of damage, but the collateral damage was available. And guys, remember, the collateral damage was really dangerous. Now let's see if he's able to lock down at the right time. As Shayo will force to flash away Dragon Flag, but Neil's attack will secure the kill. Miffy will get the collateral damage. He's going to annihilate him, while Graves is on the other side of the team fight. He was able to secure 1 kill for 1 kill, but Expeke sniping Libic away. And there we go, Cubone is not going to get knocked up by Amazing. And still, this is a messy team fight whatsoever. Graves is still in the mid lane pushing. And they are going to face the Baron. Soaz, again, he still has a teleport available, and Graves is near the Baron pit. Graves is a monster at this moment. The Baron is going really low. Amazing will smite that Baron, will secure the Baron, and they are going for the run, while Celabar getting knocked up. He's going to try and cleanse him away, but it's not able. Cubone burning down trees, says Expeke, and he's going to secure the 7th kill of the game. He's going to teleport with this, try and stop those minions, while Soaz will do the same on the mid lane, because they have no inhibitor. So now with the Baron buff, they are able to push the mid lane and try to secure the inhibitor for them as well, to try and secure those super minions on the mid lane. It's not the best lane to secure, but it's still an inhibitor. So Thornmail completed on Rek'Sai, realizing that Graves is kinda running away from their control, so he's going to go for the Thornmail alongside with Branding Zombie, so he's really tanky. There's a lot of armor available for that Rek'Sai, and that's trouble, my friends. That's a lot of trouble. 2 Last Whispers being bought in this game, so both AD carries getting those Last Whispers. Let's see what's the last item of Corki. If he's going for that secure item, that safety item, that defensive item, or if he's going for the 6 offensive items. I don't think Niels is going to do that, at least from the kind of perspective I see on that champion, on that player. It's not usual to see Niels going for that. He usually plays safe. But I'm curious to see if this Infinity Edge is going to be secured alongside with a Phantom Dancer, for instance. Or maybe a Bloodthirster as well. So, Michael's Crucible and Quicksilver Sash on Graves is securing him enough time on a team fight to dish out damage, and Celavar is doing wonders in this game. It's almost one of the reasons why Origen Gaming are pushing Origen away, but we are talking about almost 10,000 gold discrepancy for Origen, and the push begins. Super Minions will try to push the lane. They are really assisting on this one, while the Siege Minion will attack the enemy turret. And this is a time where Banner of Command would be wonderful. To have a Siege Minion with the Baron buff alongside with the Banner of Command, giving that magic resist where you are not able to secure any spells whatsoever on those minions. And this is 2 Siege members. The turret will go down fast. Event Horizon is just zoning them out while the turret is going down. I don't know how much HP he's got left, but it's not much. And there we go. Vega will secure, and the pause again. This is one of the problems on the Strategy series. We can't realize what's happening on the other side. They may get attacked by DDoS, they may get attacked by some sorts of things, but the game will resume. Okay, this was a false pause. So the inhibitor is secured for Origen, while that Baron buff was wonderful for them. Getting that Baron buff made them come back. Even though they were ahead in terms of farm, even though they were ahead in terms of kills, they seemed behind in terms of objectives. There we go. Origen will go for the dragon at the moment. Let's see if Origen Gaming can fight off that Baron buff team that just finished now. So the Baron buff just finished and the dragon is secured. This is the second dragon for Origen, and Shayo getting locked down. The Event Horizon will allow some burst, and X-Pekka running away, popping up the ghost, while Take Fun use that Spirit Rush to almost, I'm saying, remove X-Pekka from the game. We have an engaged Cataclysm has been used, but the ultimate by X-Pekka alongside with the Event Horizon is enough. Soaz is trying to connect without binding, an amazing underground, trying to fancy the perfect time to engage, and they may go for the top servants. Everybody's going back, everybody's going to sustain themselves in the base, into the fountain, while we have 2 Zhonya's Hourglass for the top lane, for the mid lane as well. Double Rabadon's F-cap, so Soaz is really dangerous. I was trying to find the right word, but yeah, dangerous is the right word. While Miffy and Soaz will try to secure his red buff. I was expecting amazing to secure it. And Soaz will Dark Bind that red buff, while the Talisman of Ascension will give him enough speed to run away. So Miffy, let's see if he's going for any kind of AP item, or maybe a hunting guys, or he's going for the tanky Veigar. It's like he's going to try and get as much cooldown as possible, so he can get more Event Horizons in the middle of the team fight, because as we talked about previously, Event Horizon is one of the biggest CCs you have available, and he went for that Finish Codex, so he's going for that cooldown reduction as we were talking about. The ultimate from X-Pekka will wave clear the top lane. There we go, minions disappearing. It's still active for some reason. I was expecting the minions to disappear from the map, but he didn't. Okay. He wasn't able to secure the minions, but he was able to leave them low. Miffy with the Dark Shield. There we go. Shayo getting caught down. And even though he's tanky, look at that. 70% HP removed from the bed really fast. While the Phantom Dancer, and look at this build by Graves. This is so aggressive. This is so aggressive. You want defensive items? Nah. Nah, I won't go for that one. 400 minions alongside 7 kills will secure them a complete build of offensive capability. Corki is going for another BF, so he's going for the Bloodthirster or maybe the Mercurial Scimitar to get away from any charm or any kind of twisted advance from Maokai, and giving that 50% movement speed is also not bad. 40 seconds on the clock for Baron, and the teams are trying to secure the vision, while Shayo is secured by Solas. Ayeji's ace completed as well for Thresh, so Now we have a double aura. Let's see if he's going for the banner of commands. I really want to see that item. The game calms down a bit. We have 50 seconds. We see them try to secure the lines. We see them trying to secure the buffs as well. This will probably be the last team fight of the game if someone is able to secure the other member around. Just look at this. Origen just playing with a lot of big composition. Last week we saw them playing with a lot of big composition as well. And today we have Dark Binding again, Morgana again for Solas. Mythion Veigar will lock down someone and allow them to engage. Expeke also has a stun available if he wants to, but he's playing more on the burst position. He's trying to see if someone is locked down, and once someone is locked down they will just use the burst from Expeke. This is a lot of big composition. This is the third time we see Origen playing with that big composition, and they are looking for the pick. So the inhibitor is going to respawn right off when Baron is respawning as well. So there's no more super minions pushing the waves. They will secure the last one. Amazing. Pushing the wave again and again, and the inhibitor has respawned. So let's see what Origen is going to do with this situation and what Recent Gaming will do with this opportunity. So when they are pushing back, they were being pushed back by those super minions. And now that the super minions are dead, they may want to go to fight this Baron. Dark Matter being used, and Miffy spotting that ward but not being able to remove it. Libic maybe in danger. The death sentence connects on towards Miffy. Double box event Horizon, and the box is enough. While Amazing is trying to stop Jarvan, take but will go from the back line, and Miffy is dead. Meanwhile, Shire is fighting off Amazing, and this is a double kill for Salavar. Expecting getting caught out of position. Salavar wants the third kill. He wants a triple kill. This is two members dead for no one. So Recent Gaming are alive and well. Tank Fun and Xiao are kind of low, but they have the opportunity to go for this Baron, but Limit has been caught by the Dark Binding. Amazing, he's facing it. He's going to get the kill, but he's going to pay the price with his life. So there's no jungler on Origen's side, but still Recent Gaming doesn't have a whole lot of HP to try and fight off this Baron. And Solas and Expected, the sole survivors, are going to at least fade them off of the Baron, and Recent Gaming coming off really big on that team fight. So they went back, and this is almost a 6-item game, guys. Maokai is going to complete the last item. I believe this is a Banshee's Veil. It is going to get so tanky. It's not even funny looking at the Maokai this tanky. That's a mid shield. That's not a mid shield. He deals damage whatsoever. Salavar will deal a lot of damage on this dragon, and they will secure the 5th dragon, guys. This was the red alert, and Recent Gaming got the 5th dragon. So Origen are on the backside of this game. They are in trouble, my friends. They are in deep trouble. And let's see, they are going to try and pull off a Baron. Getting that double stats that the dragon gave you are going to give them the confidence of going for this Baron. And Shao starting the Baron, but the Baron didn't like it. There we go. Missile is going to spot Cubon, almost receiving damage by Niels. The Dark Sentence is not going to connect, and the Valkyrie will keep Niels away while they're going to try and push the mid lane, going for that inhibitor. As long as Recent Gaming goes for that Baron, Origen will start to push the mid lane and try to secure the inhibitor. Oh, Recent Gaming are on a bad spot. They saw Shio the jungler coming back into the base with that rocket, and now they are going to start the Baron. Origen trying to take the Baron buff really fast as Krangorp is going to reveal the Baron, but the Event Horizon is going to stop them. And Amazing now he's going to get engaged by Cuban, the Dark Binding connecting on Levick, and Fake Fun will get it knocked up using the Light Spirit Thrust to run away. Niels trying to shut down and Expected on the other side will move the support. Human will go down as well. Take Fun will go down. Shire is alone in the middle of an Origen base team fight. And look at this. Salavar going down as well. A completely confusing team fight allows Origen to just take the game. And look at this, 60 seconds on the clock. This is 1 minute, guys. Origen may have found a way to end the game at the 52-minute mark game. They are able to secure the ace. 50 seconds on the clock. They have the minions, they have the Baron buff as well. The inhibitor will fall down. Nils, Peke, amazing, are trying to push the turrets as well. Using the tunnel, using the claws, the cleanse, the auto attacks. Everything is used to remove the turrets. The Nexus is exposed. 20 seconds on the clock. There's nothing Reset Gaming can do. And Origen taking another win in the Challenger Series. Looking really good, guys.